Episode 15, October 25th, 2011.
Howard and Kevin opened your mail.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Going to a chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to a chapel and we're gonna get married. Everybody. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married and we're going to a chapel of love. Go do. Yeah. Thank you for joining in, Kevin, because I felt pretty ridiculous doing that.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I'm trying to announce to the world that you and I are getting married.
Finally, people. I mean, that's what everybody's been hoping for. It's kind of like on Moonlighting when, everybody wanted Bruce Willis and that other chick to get together.
Yeah, that's true. We have this sexual tension.
We do. It's so obvious. I mean, God.
Going to the chapel of love.
How many listeners have we just lost?
What we should have done is recorded that a few times and overlaid all the different harmonies.
Well, we could, yeah. We could use a certain brand of music creation tool that you have on your computer that I'm going to mention because, we mentioned brands on here.
Yeah,
oh, wait, why can't I? Okay, so we could use GarageBand and, make quite a little a cover, as they say.
Yeah, that's
We could
true.
release it as a single. Anyway,
So how you doing there, brother?
welcome to the Howard and Kevin Open Your Mail podcast, everyone. It's episode 15.
Episode 15.
Yeah.
Hey, seems like episode 15 is like a big round number. You should be happy. You sound sad.
I'm a little sad.
Seriously? What?
Well, I don't know. I don't think we have any letters.
You're sad because you don't think we have any letters?
I'm pretty sure we don't have any letters.
Kevin, I am here to tell you that you have no reason to be sad. Well, that's not true. You have a little bit of a reason to be sad, but you have
Just in general.
You have no reason to be specifically sad for that reason because we do. We have letters.
What? We do?
We do.
Oh my gosh.
We have 3 or 4 letters.
Well, I'm not sad at all then.
Waiting to be opened.
All right, finally.
But did you hear people how sad he can become when no letters come in?
It's true.
Perhaps we can turn this into a public service announcement.
A PSA to send us letters, please. We need more letters from you folks. If you listen to the show, send us a letter.
It can be anything.
It could be anything at all. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be interesting. Just send us anything on a piece of paper.
Yeah, we'll handle the funny and interesting.
Yeah, and then take that piece of paper. And write it into an email and send it to us.
At mail@HowardandKevin.com.
Oh, see how that works?
See?
So?
Well, yes. So I'm happy to hear that you're no longer sad.
No, I'm fine.
And hopefully our viewers are no longer sad about me singing that ridiculous song off the top there. And hopefully they will marry us I don't know. I was trying to come up with some way to use the word marry there.
Yeah.
You see, like they are married to the idea of listening to our podcast.
Right,
That's what I was trying to say.
That works. This will all be edited out. Don't worry. We're 3.5 minutes in and we haven't done a goddamn thing
So thanks for listening, ladies and
Yes.
jelly sprinkles.
Welcome to the show, Howard.
Maestro.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's
and
good.
How are you?
I'm
Otherwise?
fine. I'm ready to get to some letters if we actually have
Good.
them.
Let's remind our folks to go to our website, HowardandKevin.com.
Oh yeah, there's that.
We have the Facebook.
Yes.
If you're listening right now and you're a Facebook user and you have not liked our page,
Like it up.
then we would love you to like us because,
You better like it up! I think that's an old heavy metal song. Maybe let's just sing the whole
that's good.
episode. Yeah.
We also have all sorts of Twittery tweets tweeting out the Twitterverse.
We do.
Follow us there
Yes.
at Howard and Kevin. And and you know what else, Kevin?
What?
We since the last time we put out a podcast,
Yes.
we now have the thing where we post all our podcasts on the YouTube.
Oh, that thing.
So that
Yeah.
people who may not have heard it before on iTunes, maybe they don't have iTunes or they don't use iTunes,
Right.
maybe they haven't been able to figure out how to work their
their computer with our website.
And
Yeah.
so this allows them. So if you people are listening out there and you've never heard our podcast, then how are you hearing me? Why am I saying that?
Well, they might be. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, they might be listening to this on YouTube right now, so it's all redundant.
Right. Or if they are listening on iTunes or on the website, then they're saying, I don't need the YouTube thing because I've already figured out how to do it.
Yeah, it's true. It's completely pointless. Everything we're talking about right now is completely pointless.
Let's just say that if you are listening on YouTube, welcome. Welcome to the party.
Yeah, that works.
I hope you enjoy. I hope that
Jesus.
once you finish listening to this, you'll click on some little cat playing the piano or something.
Yeah, which everyone does. Or a lady falling down a hole. That's always fun.
Going to the chapel of love.
5.5 minutes. We haven't done a letter yet. Let's get to it.
Now you said, no times.
Oh, God.
That was one of Kevin's tweets that I punched him in the face when he mentioned time.
That's
what
true.
if we edit out a minute before this? And now you're going to tell people it's 5.5 minutes, and it's not going to look like 5.5 minutes.
That was my secret way of us.
Gonna be,
we won't be able to edit it now.
Yeah, of course. We never edit anything, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you can tell that by what you hear on the air.
I think they can tell that.
We're just joking around.
All right, you got a letter for us there?
Moving in to letter number 1 of podcast number 15 of the Howard and Kevin Open Your Mail podcast.
6 minutes 10.
People send us mail and we open it.
Go.
Here's me opening it.
Very quiet that. Oh, there we go. All right, actual paper.
This is like old radio guys. Listen to this. This is me walking in the woods.
Wow, the 12 Foley artists out there.
Ready?
Really
Here's me taking a step in the woods. There you go. What a hike I've just been on. Okay, ready. Dear Howard and Kevin.
Uh-huh.
I think I might have a party at my house soon. I want it to be really great. Any suggestions? By the way, you guys are totally invited. Signed, Roxanne from Rochester, New York.
Oh, Roxanne.
Roxanne from Rochester. I like the
R&R.
kind of a nice ring to it.
She wants to have us at her party.
Well, that sounds fun to begin with. I mean, her letter says she wants her party to be really great. Any suggestions? By the way, you guys are totally invited. It seems like she's already included the thing that's going to make her party fabulous.
I mean, obviously, dude. Sorry, that was us high-fiving.
We can go and sing that Going to the Chapel song, and that'll just liven the party.
Oh, my God, that livens every party up.
So, Kevin, she's asking for some advice about making sure that the party she has is lively and fun, and what can we tell her to help her out here?
I think she should have party hats.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I think if you have a big bowl of punch. Punch
is good.
Yeah. Streamers, some sort of decoration.
One time years ago, this friend of mine...
can you tell I've been to a lot of parties?
One time this friend of mine, at his, I don't know, somewhere, it might have been his mother's house or something, they had some apple trees, and he, made apple cider, but it got, ridiculously potently alcoholic, right?
Right, yes.
And he decided to make it into punch for this party, and it was 90% alcohol or something. Everybody at the party was like, what is this? Oh. Anyway, it was pretty funny. And it was all this homemade apple X. It should have had an XXX on the jug. So, what do you suggest for Roxanne? You know what I believe, truly?
What's that?
Is that it doesn't matter how you decorate the place. It doesn't really matter what the food is.
Right. You're saying all my suggestions are bullshit.
Yeah. No, seriously though, it's the music. That's what
the music is important.
I think that's what makes a good party. If people like the music, they will say it was a good party. If they don't, they will say the party sucked. It doesn't matter how many piggies in a blanket you serve.
Which is another party mainstay.
So how do you make sure that she has good music at her party, Kevin?
Well, I think very simply, you just have to have the right DJ, and that DJ is me. I think you can find my, email us at mail@howardandkevin.com, and you can hire me out. I'm great.
And it all comes off his iPod.
Exactly. I'm like $800 an hour, but it's the best. It'll be the best, $7 or $8 grand you've spent.
Do you play a lot of 60s like girl groups going to the chapel.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I just play that over and over again. All the remakes. No, I am not at all a professional DJ. I don't even call myself a DJ because that's just pathetic. Because all I do is I go to parties of friends and I play music. But I am very popular amongst my friends in doing that.
And what do you think you do?
Well, I always popular? Because I don't ever want to try to educate people on the dance floor. I'm not interested in trying to make them think what I think is they should be dancing to, what I think is awesome, but they wouldn't care about. You got to go with your party classics. You got to go with your B-52s and your ABBA and your Bee Gees. You got to do you got to know the crowd. If it's a younger crowd, maybe not that stuff, but you've got to always play stuff that people want to hear. I hate it when DJs come to a party and they're trying to educate everyone about what cool music is, and they play 3 hours of just dirge that you've never heard of, and that's so annoying. So I want to hear the classics. I want to hear the hits.
I cannot agree with you more.
All right, good.
You have really hit the nail on the head, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't care whether it's a wedding or a party at a friend's house or whatever.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse than a DJ who thinks he's smarter than the rest of them.
That's right, exactly.
And nobody enjoys that. Everybody stands around going, because I mean, maybe it's just me, but I don't think it is. I have way more fun dancing to songs I know.
Yes, exactly, of course.
I'm not comfortable dancing unless I'm familiar with the music already.
Yeah.
And you're right. The classics, the popular,
yeah.
whether it's top popular hits of today that your friends might enjoy because they're just now hits, or whether it's stuff from, the day that everybody remembers, whatever your sort of era might be.
Yeah.
But I think that's a really good point. You got to play the stuff people like.
Yeah.
They got to be going, "Oh my God, this! I love this!"
Exactly.
Oh!
Not like, what is this?
Yeah. What is this?
I know.
So I think that's a great idea. Now, of course, people sometimes throw theme parties, right? They have different, it's like it's an under the sea theme, and everybody's got to come dressed as a lobster, or something.
Right.
I don't know about that personally.
No, theme parties
depends on the crowd. I guess.
It depends. The only theme party I enjoy is the Halloween party. That's the only one I go to ever.
Yeah.
And everybody dresses up, and that's fun.
Once years ago, I went to a party, not any particular theme, just somebody throwing a house party.
Uh-huh.
And the woman who hosted the party tried to make her place look really nice, and she put candles all over the place.
Okay.
And it looked really pretty when you walked in.
All right.
But in the bathroom...
It's like a Meatloaf video.
In the bathroom, she had all the candles, right up on the edge of the tub. So it was kind of surrounding the tub. Just when you went into the bathroom, it was all pretty in there.
Yeah.
But the wallpaper caught on fire, and there was a whole big fire in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
And this was early on in the party, there weren't that many people have arrived yet.
Crazy.
And so it was an actual fire. And so we actually called the fire department, and they came and they brought their fire
you couldn't put it out yourself?
No,
it was
a real
fire.
But it was an actual fire.
Oh my God.
By the time they got there, we probably had it out, but you never know, right? It's good to have them check it.
Sure.
So they come, they put the fire out. There's 15 firefighters standing in this girl's apartment. An apartment that holds probably 20, and there's 15 firefighters. And just at that moment, suddenly this big wave of people arrive.
Right.
And this is up on the second floor. So you come in the main door downstairs, and you have to walk up the staircase into her place.
Yeah.
And one by one, at least 10 different people walked up the stairs, just arriving at a party with no idea.
Yeah.
Look around at all these firefighters standing there,
right,
and say, "Geez, I didn't know it was a costume party." And then the next person comes up the stairs and goes
the same thing.
"Gee, I didn't know it was a costume party." I'm not exaggerating. 10 different people in a row all made the same joke.
Oh my God! Yeah,
and we were like, "Yeah, we heard that one."
Got it.
Meanwhile, the girls were all flirting with the firefighters, and
yeah, you had to go home alone. But that's all right.
I went home and set my house on fire.
to get the firemen over. This is not helping the rumor that we're gay, Howard. This is not helping. Anyway.
So yeah, that was a pretty funny party, but
Wow.
luckily everyone survived.
That's good. That wasn't a sad story.
Yes, there was no.
Yeah, we're all trapped in the bathroom and 4 of us died.
The firefighters stayed for a few minutes, but then they left.
They left.
I think they wanted to stay longer, but
Well, they did. They were
They were on duty.
On duty, exactly.
Yes.
On the job. Okay. Well, do you think we've given Roxanne enough information for her party?
Well, let's hope we have, and if she has any more questions, she can write us further. But
That's true.
I look forward to the party. I've been to Rochester. I haven't been to a party in Rochester, New York, in quite some time.
Yeah.
So
I've been to 3 so far this year.
She sounds nice, and I know that she really wants the party to be great.
Oh, I know.
Play good music.
Yeah, that's all it's about.
And make sure you feed people a little something.
A little snack. Yeah.
Yes.
Some Ritz bits. Okay, I've got a letter, Howard. You want to do another one here?
Sure.
All right. It starts, Dear Howard and Kevin, which is a good way to start any letter to us.
Mm-hmm.
What are you at? What are you at? Wow, that's a nice way of...
What are you at?
What are you at? I'm not sure what that means, but, maybe where are you?
Or how you doing?
Yeah, okay, sure. I hope this letter finds you both well. I write to you today in need of some medical and or mythological advice. Wow, that's 2 separate things. I'm not necessarily sure that that's actually medical or mythological advice.
All right, well, let's see what she has to say.
That's like
she or he.
That's like I'm looking for some car and or pet advice. It's really different. Anyway, I recently discovered that my body has an extreme reaction when sprinkled with silver powder. I can only imagine death or tragic consequences if I'm exposed to this ailment again. Oh, this element again. Does this mean I may be a vampire? The only other symptom I have is that I'm a big eater, but still rather thin. Don't vampires require consuming blood or life essence to bulk up? I'm hoping there'll be another explanation or alternative as I regularly pass out at the thought of blood. Sincerely, Christine W., St. John's, Newfoundland. Oh, I'm sorry. We had a discussion before the show that it's actually Newfoundland.
Very good, Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Yes, this whole long conversation about how to pronounce the names of our provinces.
Yeah, we should have recorded that. It was hilarious.
St. John's, Newfoundland.
Okay, so
now I understand the what are you at. That's like probably a Newfoundland.
Oh, is that a Newfoundland? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, Christine, thank you very much for writing us. It's nice to get a letter from the Rock
out west.
Don't confuse our friends in Oklahoma or whatever the hell,
wherever the hell
who might be listening. It's east.
It is.
Kevin doesn't know the map.
I know it, but it's all backwards.
He had it turned over the whole time.
I did, yeah.
Looking at the back.
Yeah.
Well, this is quite an involved letter here. So, Christine has recently discovered that she has an extreme reaction when sprinkled with silver powder.
Yes, I'm not exactly sure what the silver powder is.
Well, I think it's a thing that people have decided that it's like a, what do you call it? They use it for skin conditions and that sort of thing. Like if you have acne or you have some sort of rash or whatever. Okay. I think, and some people have suggested that this like powderized silver is sort of it
helps your skin.
It helps your skin.
I mean, I think Goldfinger, years and years ago, he came up with that. So I don't think that's anything new.
That was gold.
Oh, true.
And also it killed that girl.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I guess that didn't work.
But the idea...
He was real, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But the idea that silver powder is good for your skin to begin with is, I think, kind of a...
Is this a holistic treatment?
I think that's... Okay. At least that's how I understand it.
Right, so it's not based on any kind of science, but it's just...
Right, I think that's the idea, that somebody has decided out there, hey...
Cover yourself with silver!
Once I put silver powder on myself and my zit went away. So now everybody's trying. So my advice to Christine on that point is I wouldn't worry about it. If your skin reacts to silver powder, so just don't use it.
I'm thinking, that's probably the simplest answer.
There's lots of other things.
Now,
but she's thinking further on this point. Yes. She's wondering if it's a sign of something else.
I know. I think the unsimple answer is that she actually might be a vampire.
So when you say that, let me understand this here. You and Christina are making the point that silver kills vampires.
Oh, I don't think it does though. Isn't that werewolves?
I think it's vampires too.
Is it vampires too? Okay. Because werewolves, you got to shoot them with a silver bullet or,
Coors Light.
Coors Light, exactly.
If
I'm
a
not
werewolf
sure.
drinks a Coors Light.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure many people survive drinking Coors Light anyway, but yeah, I think, I'm okay. Maybe it does kill vampires too. I thought that was a stake through the heart.
Well, I think there's lots of things that kill vampires, right?
It's true.
There's the
They're
stake
pretty
through the
fragile,
heart.
vampires.
There's the garlic, something to do with garlic.
Yeah, they don't like garlic. I think you make them a nice penne arrabbiata with a lot of garlic, and
they're
dead
for them.
Yep.
Sunlight, something about sunlight.
Yeah, the dish soap. They can't do the dishes. That's why they always get out of doing the dishes.
Yep.
They're so terrible.
And a stake through the heart. You mentioned that. And then like a crucifix or something, right?
Yeah, the crucifix is bad. Yeah.
But I think that if you want to kill a vampire, you like stabbing them with a silver stake or something. Doesn't that?
These are all hard. I'm not sure these are really solid rules. I think different kinds of fiction have been using different kinds of things for vampires and werewolves over the years. There's a lot of stuff that's about vampires and werewolves now. I've noticed they've combined them into one. I think those Underworld movies were about both, and they're fighting. They're having an argument over something. And they have a little fight.
You seem to suggest that this is all fiction. It's interesting. I did not know that.
I don't want to start anything here, but I think it might have something to do with fiction.
So her concern is that, given the evidence that she's reacts to silver powder,
yes.
Could this be evidence that she's
actually a vampire?
A vampire or a werewolf or something like that?
Well, I mean, obviously, yes.
You think that's really the only conclusion you can draw?
I think it is. I mean, I'm worried now that Christine W. from St. John's, Newfoundland, may at some point be hunting us down and trying to drink our blood. Because A, she's a fan of ours, and B, she loves the blood.
I hope she doesn't come to Roxanne's party.
That'll ruin a party. You think your fire ruined a party?
So, and she's also made the
point
point
that my throat ripped out.
She's also made the point that although she's a big eater.
Yeah.
She stays thin.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a sign. I mean, I don't.
That's actually kind of me. I kind of stay thin regardless of how much I eat too. Maybe I'm also a vampire.
That's true. Maybe. This could be our Halloween episode because it's so scary.
And so she's coincidence.
Yeah.
And now she's pointing out that since she doesn't drink blood because she regularly passes out at the thought of it.
Right.
Then maybe that's the reason she's thin is because she needs the blood to bulk up. So if she bulked up by drinking a lot of blood, if she drank a lot of blood and stayed away from the silver, she could be a healthy, thriving vampire. Instead, she's like a skinny, sickly, thin person with a skin condition.
We're so nice to our listeners. All right. Well, I think what we've gotten down to is the fact that she probably is a vampire. That's
you know what I think she needs to do.
Okay.
I think she needs to do a bit of a test.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I got to admit to you, I haven't watched a lot of these recent vampire, Taylor Lautner movies.
Like the Twilight.
So the only thing I really, I don't know anything about that.
Is that about vampires? Yeah, that's about vampires. Yeah.
So the only thing I really know
and werewolves.
There you go.
See, they're combined everywhere.
The only thing I really know about vampires is that they talk with a Transylvanian accent.
Yeah, I'm sure that's pretty much gone now. So, I don't think what's his name in that Twilight movie is talking like that.
So what I want to know is, Christine, who is from St. John's,
yes,
does she speak with a Transylvanian accent? And if she says things that are like Newfoundlander expressions,
right?
Like if she says something like, how's she getting on by? But she says it like, how's she getting on by?
Then we'll truly know that she's an actual East Coast vampire. Wow.
Let's go out and catch some fish.
Is that what they say out
I don't
there?
know. They don't say it like that, but I assume that's what they're doing.
Wow. There's so many stereotypes in that thing you just did. I think it's
so. Cool. I think if it turns out, Christine, that you speak with a Transylvanian accent, but you say Newfoundlander expressions, then I think you might be a vampire.
I think so.
And then you need to write.
You might be a vampire if.
And then we need to. Well, I don't know. We need to.
No, I think we've got to lock the doors. I mean, it'll be fine because apparently, like a vampire can't come in unless you invite them in. So, I mean, we just won't let any Christines in.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine. If somebody comes,
but you don't think we have to go down east and kill her?
No, I don't think. With the vampires is like if they're not bothering me, if they're eating the people next door, that's fine. I'm fine with it. If they're not bothering me, then I let them live and let die, or whatever that expression.
So you don't think our podcast should change into Howard and Kevin hunt vampires?
Yeah, the new Van Helsings. We could be the new Van Helsings. Yeah, let's not do that.
All right. Well, stay away from the AG.
What?
That's the the chemical periodic sign for silver.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Wow, that was a real nerd joke there.
Thank you.
I hope some nerds got something out of that.
Stay away from the silver.
Stay away from silver in general.
Christine, thank you so much for your letter.
Yeah, thanks,
We
Christine.
wish you well, and whatever.
Send us more. I want to know, if you're allergic to anything else.
Yeah, and whatever was going on with your skin there, maybe.
Send us a photo.
Try something. Try something different. The silver powder.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's.
Send us a photo of your rash. All right. You got another letter there for us?
Okay.
Howard.
Our next letter.
Yes.
Comes all the way from. I don't know where.
Well, they haven't listed where they're from.
Don't forget to tell us where you're from, folks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume it's Phnom Penh.
What's Phnom Penh mean?
It's in Cambodia.
Oh, okay. Wow, you are coming up with this. There's like a 2%er out there for somebody.
All right, I'll change it. I'm going to assume it's from Singapore. How's that? Can you get that? Is that good for you?
Sing a what? Yeah.
All right, how about this? I'm going to assume it's from Detroit.
Okay, good.
You
I know Detroit.
Right.
They have a hockey team.
Look up Phnom Penh on the map.
It sounds like a delicious dish Thai restaurant. All right, let's go.
Cambodian.
Still.
Hi, Kevin and Howard. Hey, they went with the Kevin and Howard instead of the Howard and Kevin.
Oh, I like that. Yay!
The other two were dear Howard and Kevin. I'm just saying.
Yeah, fine. 2-1.
Hi, Kevin and Howard. My sister thinks Kevin is hot, but she is stuck with a dud. What should we do? Signed, Shannon from Phnom Penh, Cambodia. By way of Singapore and Detroit. She travels a lot.
Oh
Shannon.
my God. So sorry. Shannon doesn't think I'm hot.
Well,
it's her sister.
Apparently, my sister thinks Kevin is hot.
I mean, clearly that's
so
true.
Shannon, this writer named Shannon,
yes,
believes her sister thinks you're hot, but the sister is stuck with a dud.
It all depends on what kind of dud she's stuck with. Is this a big man? Does he go to the gym a lot? What kind of a dud is he?
A milk dud. He's a tasty treat. Now, okay, so this is very interesting. So the first thing I want to mention in this particular point is, she's obviously never, I assume we even put pictures and stuff of ourselves up there. So she's just thinking you're hot from the sound of your voice.
Wow, that's pretty. That's yeah.
All the things you say and the way you say them. And
oh yeah, I mean I've got a hot voice, so I'm not going to argue that.
The way you breathe, the way you laugh.
Yeah, the way I cough sometimes. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Maybe that's what turns this lady on. The voices.
Maybe she's blind.
It's possible. I've often thought that I do very well with the blind, so that makes sense.
Now, okay, so basically, what should we do? Don't you think Shannon's sister should dump this loser and come?
No, obviously. Yeah. I think, clearly. Look, we have our mail. Okay, you have our email address.
Mail at HowardandKevin.com.
Shannon's sister. Just, give me an email. We'll just see what happens. You know what I mean? We'll talk about the dud. And we'll compare him to what I'm really like. Because I'm not sure I've revealed that much on this podcast, frankly. Other than I DJ sometimes at parties. And,
He's a lovely young gentleman. And he would be...
I ain't that young.
He would be absolutely tremendous for your sister, Shannon.
Instead of the dud.
I can picture them together already. They're going to make a beautiful couple.
I haven't even seen this person
and
yet.
I think we need to get rid of this dud.
Okay, obviously.
that's number one, because you don't want to get mixed up in some kind of a what do you call it?
A love triangle?
Yeah, you don't want that.
No.
So she's got to get rid of the dud first.
Okay, all right. I think that's good. That's good advice. Maybe that's something everyone can take from our podcast today. Is that if you want to see someone else, get rid of the other person first, then go for the other person. Because if you get that through, it's a big mess.
And just be honest. Don't make up some dumb story. Don't say you fell down a well and you can't be found or something.
Have you tried to use that word in the past?
But you could tell them that you moved to Phnom Penh.
You could say you died in a party bathroom fire.
But it's best to be honest. Just get rid of the dud. The guy's a dud, for God's sake.
Well, he's a dud. I mean,
he's boring. He's ugly.
He's ugly.
He's got nothing to offer.
Yeah, he's got some sort of skin condition caused by silver powder.
He doesn't like going to parties.
No, obviously.
I'm not fond of him. I mean,
I've never met this guy. I already don't like him. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, so we got to get rid of
Plus, I don't think this guy has a podcast. I got a podcast.
And I don't. And let's face it, he's not doing anything for you. It's not going anywhere. Right. You guys, you're stuck in a rut. That's the problem, right? And I don't think you're getting out of it. So I think Shannon's sister, you need to move on.
My wife is going to be so pissed off about
this. You think his name is Dudley?
It might be Dudley. Yeah, maybe that's what they mean by a dud. He's a dud. All right. Well, there you go.
Your wife. Your imaginary make believe.
My imaginary wife is going to be so pissed off.
Your inflatable wife.
My real doll.
Yes. So number one, get rid of the dud. Number two, get in touch with the Kevin. Number three,
send Howard chocolate.
Go into a chapel and we're going to get married.
All right, Howard, you know what?
Going to a chapel.
I mean, the singing's been great, but I think we've got to get to something we do. Shut up. We got to do something that we do on every week because it's very important that we sometimes follow up things on the show.
Go into the chapel of love.
So here's Howard with follow-ups. Follow-ups.
Why, thank you, Kevin.
What do you got?
Sorry, what were you talking about? I wasn't really listening.
I know, you were singing. But
it's follow-up time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We, today, we are recording episode 15. Therefore, we are following up episode 14.
Makes sense.
If you do not understand the math behind that, write us a letter and we will discuss with you how to subtract 1 from something. Okay. So the good news is that there's very little for us to follow up in episode 14.
Oh, good.
I think we were.
Does that mean we're good, or we just weren't talking about anything that was that interesting? Sometimes I wonder if there's...
No, I think what it is that we're good. We didn't. Okay. Usually the follow-ups.
We left no questions.
In case people don't know what follow-ups are, follow-ups usually come out of something where we're trying to remember something and we can't quite think of it,
right? Or
we're sort of confused about a point that we're thinking, well, I know that such and such happened in history, but I can't quite remember the details. Okay. Blah blah blah. So it's those kinds of things that we need to clarify.
Sure.
Because I don't like to leave a stone unturned, Kevin.
Oh, I know.
I don't like for the universe to just wonder for the evermore.
Oh, I know.
Who
was the 5th president of the United States?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, something for us to follow up next time.
Exactly. I threw that in basically just so we have a follow up.
But as I was saying, in this particular case,
I think it was Andrew Jackson. By the way, I'm just saying. I don't know if it was or not, but that's my guess.
All right, we will check that for next time.
That's number 5.
Write us a letter.
So wrong. Americans right now are pulling their hair out. Who this Canadian idiot with the known presidents? Moron. Anyway, follow-ups, hit me.
Okay, so last episode, I would not shut up.
Well, that's true. I tried to do the whole episode myself. He will not shut up.
No, that you didn't let me finish my sentence.
Oh, sorry.
I would not shut
Apparently, I won't shut up.
Exactly. I would not shut up about Shakespeare. I was quoting Julius Caesar. I quoted Romeo and Juliet. I kept throwing out all these stupid little William Shakespeareisms.
Oh, yes.
Things,
We're the Howard and Kevin classic.
But speaking of Howard and Kevin classics, you're going to know what I'm talking about when I bring this up.
Okay.
Later on, listening to that episode, I said to myself, holy schmaholyville.
What did we do?
We forgot to do a joke that you and I used to do all the time. It was one of our sort of stupid classic Oh, that Howard and Kevin, they're such idiot type jokes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we used to do this ridiculously dumb bit
Right.
all the time, just when we were out and about with our friends or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was something we used to do all the time. And now we set ourselves up for it.
We did.
And then didn't even do it.
I know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do, yes.
So I was like, listening back, I was like, I cannot believe
yes.
we didn't take the opportunity to throw in that ridiculously dumb bad
I know.
joke.
I can't believe I think we should do it now.
So this is what I'm saying.
All right, this is the follow-up then. We've got to do this joke.
Okay.
All right.
So it begins with you saying something by William Shakespeare.
Okay, so let's just say that, for example, we have been talking about something and I said something about Julius Caesar.
Right. And then I would say, who wrote that anyway? Okay, so now before you even continue, that's almost a little joke in itself, and that's not even the joke.
Yeah.
But that always entertains me when if I go to, like, let's say I go to a movie, of like a Shakespeare play movie or a play, I always like to say out loud, really loud at the end for all the rest of the audience to hear, who wrote this? Because I think that's kind of funny that you've just sat through Henry V.
Yeah.
And then you're like, who the hell wrote this thing anyway? Like, what is the? Okay, but that's not the joke.
Okay, all right.
So now I'm going to say to you, Julius Caesar, who wrote that anyway?
That was the same guy who wrote Hamlet and Twelfth Night, and it was William Shakespeare, of course, Howard.
Oh, William Shakespeare. Right. I've heard of him. Say, whatever happened to William Shakespeare anyway?
What do you mean, what happened to him? He died like 400 years ago.
He died?
Yeah.
William Shakespeare is dead?
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't even know he was sick.
Ladies
thank you.
Thank you. That's the joke. Don't go back and listen to it again thinking you're going to find something else in there. That's the joke.
But seriously, now that I've told you this thing, can you believe we didn't put that in?
I'm really surprised we didn't.
Yeah. That's like a classic.
I mean, we've been recycling material for about 15 years now, so I'm surprised that we didn't imagine that,
You know what we needed there, though, was some sort of a drum, like a room shot.
Yeah,
like
room shot. Yeah.
Bing, bang.
Oh,
Something
for the next
Bing,
show.
boom, bam.
What do you think of this stupid Anonymous movie that's out?
I think it is stupid.
Okay, good.
I'm glad you used the word stupid.
Well, I mean, it's an interesting idea, and I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure how they've dealt with it. But it's just silly.
I'm not going to go on and on here, okay?
No.
Because I could, but I won't.
No.
But I will say this. The vast, vast majority of reputable Shakespeare scholars believe, without a doubt, that the person in history who was named William Shakespeare and who was born in Stratford-upon-Avon wrote the plays and poems that we know to be attributed to William Shakespeare.
Right.
But this is one of those ridiculous conspiracy theories that has just somehow hung on over the years. The suggestion in this movie is that some other guy wrote all this stuff and put either a fake name on it, William Shakespeare, or hired this, front to pretend that he wrote all these things.
Right.
It's not true.
No.
And I am insulted on behalf of William Shakespeare.
I suppose it could still be an interesting film, though. Like, I think even if movies are based on utter bullshit, they can still be a good movie. Like, I don't think all those people were involved with JFK's assassination that Oliver Stone put in his movie, but it's a very entertaining film.
It is, you're absolutely right. I agree with you. It's a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
And I think the larger problem is that people out there in the viewing public need to know the difference between
fiction and fact.
Yeah. And if they come out of watching JFK thinking, wow, now I know everything there is to know about the assassination, that's a problem.
Oh, that's how it happened.
But if they come out going, wow, what an interesting
theory.
Theory of one person's fictional idea of the whole thing, then that's great. It's a terrific movie. Yeah. And I hope that, and that's my worry, is that this Anonymous movie is going to basically make everybody out there in the sort of viewing public think that William Shakespeare's a fraud.
Right, yes.
And he wasn't.
No. Well, let it be known.
I don't want that to be true.
Look what you've done, Anonymous. You've made Howard cry.
That's right. Dumb. It's bad.
Anyway, all right.
Stupid movie.
There's our opinion.
I don't like it.
We should just review films next week. That's what we'll just do for the rest of the podcast. Got this opening mail stuff.
Yes. So anyway,
all right.
Don't go see it. Boycott Anonymous. Boycott.
Wow, I love that. All the many things that are going wrong in the world right now. This is what we've decided to.
This is the thing I'm staking my.
All right, your reputation on.
I am like. This is where I'm really getting my dander.
All right. There's people like occupying Wall Street and having tea parties and stuff, but we're all about Anonymous, damn it.
That's right. Boycott it.
All right, good. Well, Howard, that was a good show. Thank you so much for appearing on it with me.
Thank you, Maestro, for joining me on my show.
It was very nice to be a special guest on your show.
We each have our own podcast. We just do them at the same time.
We do. We should release them separately.
Identical pieces of media.
Yeah. That would be hilarious. Like we've got two shows. That one's like the Kevin show with Howard and the Howard show with Kevin.
Yes, that might be good. We could see who gets more listeners.
We'd probably both have 0. Anyway, there you go. Well, that was a good one. So
thank you very much for listening, folks, to Howard and Kevin Open Your Mail. We're always happy to have you. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter and our website, HowardandKevin.com. Send us mail at HowardandKevin.com. Go to the YouTube and watch us there if you don't like the other things.
The YouTube.
Not watch us. Listen to us. Yes, go to the YouTube on the
World Wide Web.
Yes. On the interweb. And and of course on our website you can find the archive the what?
Like we've
the
never done
archive of all our older shows, so check those out too.
Yes, and don't forget, everyone, on HowardandKevin.com, you too can send us a letter, which we might just read and answer on.
Howard and Kevin opened your mail.